What's good, YouTube? Mikasa Kavi here. So today we are going to be doing Money Game by Ren. When I did Animal Flow, this was one of the first. It's a two-part. Yeah, it's a two-part thing. This was one of the first things that was requested, and it's long overdue because I just never did it. So I'm glad we're going to have the video up on the screen for this one because the thumbnail made the video look like it was pretty cool. So I'm excited that we're going to have that in this one. So yeah, we're going to jump into this. I'm Vikasa Kavi. A reaction video a day keeps the doctor away. Fuck all those apples. This is Money Game by Ren. Let's see what he's talking about. I have the lyrics pulled up over here on the laptop so that we can really decipher them. Nice. It has a really nice, like, bouncy, swingy kind of flow to it. Reminds me kind of like a New Orleans-y kind of vibe. I have a song that's similar to that with a very similar bounce to it. It's called Black Hole Dreamers. It's one of my favorite songs I ever made.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior.
Ren looking crazy right now. He looking like he up to something. Like, he's plotting. Don't look good, man. What you doing, Ren? He says it's a strange time we're living in. World can put fear in you. Hierarchy parties make us feel inferior. Facts. It's really easy to be scared in the world, especially with the propaganda and all the narratives that are getting pushed through the fucking media machine, right? You can't trust the media, man. Like the big media, you can't trust that shit. They're just going to fearmonger you. And social media also, social media will tie into it a lot because people who feel inferior will try to use fear of, like, they'll, like, use fear of being canceled to try to stop people from having an opinion, right? Because they'll make it seem, they basically just bully people for not believing in what they do. It's kind of fucked up, right? Like, you shouldn't be like that towards people.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria.
He's doing something with this rope. He's about to be up to something. I don't know what he's about to do to somebody or something, but he's up to no good in this video. So it says, greed runs through the parliament interior. Devils walk among us. They fit the criteria. Damn. He's saying the people that run this shit only care about getting more for themselves. They don't care what we have. If we have more or less, it does not matter to them as long as they have a whole bunch. And then the devils walk among us. They fit the criteria. Saying that they fit the criteria of what you would describe a devil as. Just out for itself, greedy, hateful, doesn't care about its surroundings, just out to fill its own self with fucking gluttony and greed and all of this, right? And strike wrath and upon the world. It's fucked up. Let's go to here.
Interiors, devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, strife, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living.
Nice. I like that right there. The little flow switch she did, the little eerie theory, strike fear and weary-minded men. That was nice. A little flow right there. Eerie theories, strike fear and weary-minded men. That could be referencing religious theory, could be referencing scientific theory, conspiracy theories, right? There's all kinds of different theories. He said, all of them are eerie to somebody whose mind is weary. Facts. I like it.
Rocky parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through Parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, stripe, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living
Now
in
we
dictatorships.
have,
Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A pulled chain to your shoes, I'm pain.
Ren, what you doing to this guy? Why are you making him have to play guitar like this for you? He says, eerie theories strike fear in weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships, nearly blinded by illusions to choose, but who's fooling who? Wow. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose, but who's fooling who? It's saying you're so close. He's saying I was so close to being blinded by this. But now who's fooling who? And in this video, he's got this person all they're just in a white suit, right? Like even the face, like Slender Man almost would be. And he's yelling at them for some reason. Maybe they represent like the paleness of society, right? The lack of color. Well, white's technically every color together, but it's still just blank, right? I wonder.
Among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, stripe, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A pulled chain to your shoes, I'm pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole world burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns.
Wow. Let's check out these lyrics here. A ball chained to your shoes, I'm pained. It's a cry and shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets the whole world burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. Wow. He says, you're stuck with this, you're chained, right? On the ball and chain. The pursuit of our wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets the whole world burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. It's saying that the pursuit of this wealth will make people do things to each other that you would never expect. In a million years, people would set shit on, people would set the world on fire for it, right? And you would never know. Until they did it. Whew. Deep.
Who? A pulled chain to your shoes, I'm pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole world burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game.
Ooh. So I think Ren is almost like, you must play this guitar for me so that we can have this discussion. It's almost holding this guy hostage in the video. I'm sure later on we might find out what that's about because we are only 57 seconds into this right now. So he said, we were right here. But money was invented for trade. But now those bits of paper twist hearts make slaves. Sheesh. Saying this will make people, like I said, it will make people do things that you would never expect them to do. And they become slaves to the money. All they care about is making more money. Do things that are very immoral sometimes. Turns a saint into a sinner. A child into a killer. his finger on the trigger of a money game. It's facts. That is facts right there.
Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way.
Nice.
And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we die to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
A storm, it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. He's saying we can complain until we're blue in the face all we want about all of this stuff. You know what I mean? All we want, we can complain about this. But at the end of the day, we're all wrapped up in all of those circles. You see what I mean? We're all wrapped up in all of those circles ourselves, and there's nothing we can do about it because that's just what you're born with, right? That's the world we're born into. You can't change everything about the world in your lifetime, right? You can change little things. Little things over time cause large change. So it's more effective to try to change a bunch of little shit than to aim for like one enormous thing sometimes. Alright, what is Ren doing here? Oh Lord, be nice to that man! Ren! Be nice to him. He can't even see you. It's unfair. That man's playing guitar blind for you. You know? Don't gotta be smacking them around. Ren's over here like just making instruments out of sound effects now. I love this guy. He got personality, man. It's admirable. A lot of personality for sure. This old game. Yes, sir.
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate when they make us...
Oh. Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas that keep us separate. Exactly. He's saying, hey, to all of our leaders, to all of the people in control of this that are watching all of this go down right now. He says, everyone's living in fear because of you. And they literally support you still. They're supporting the very thing that they should be the most terrified of, right?
Believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. I say badly.
Hold on now. Slow down.
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate when they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. I say badly through gritted teeth. That's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech.
Don't hit that man with that bat. Don't you do it. So he said, when they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets, they say proudly through gritted teeth, it's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech. Boy! Fuck around and find out with Ren. He knows what he's talking about, dude. when they make us believe that everybody's coming to terrorize you in the streets, saying xenophobia, right? Fucking xenophobia. It's learned and it is taught and it's fucking institutionalized in many places. Ridiculous. Hate that shit. They say proudly through gritted teeth, it's my right to hate. That's my freedom of speech. Facts. But why harbor hate in your heart in a world that already shows you so much of that when you could see more positive things and affect more positive changes into the world? But no. People just want to be assholes a lot of the time, right? Is what it is. At least we know who's good and we're trying to help the world and we just gotta keep going and maybe they'll figure it out someday. Hopefully. That's all we can do. Keep going forward.
But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? Then
that's what I was just talking about. Xenophobia and shit. Racism. When did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racial slur or insult we make? Yeah. It's saying, yes, you're free to say these things and you're free freedom of speech, right? But what the fuck is the point in going out there and trying to intentionally hurt somebody's feelings? Ain't no reason. Especially over, like, the color of a pigment. Like, fuck out of here. That shit gets me heated, man. I can't stand people that are that shallow, dude. It's disgusting, to be completely fucking honest. It's disgusting. Got me fired up, Ren.
to hate, a way to justify a racist slur or insult we make. There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered and murdered like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy.
Wow. We have pillaged and plundered and murdered like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. He's saying the same thing that we did to them to have all of this is the very thing that we are trying to stop from happening to us. They're scared that that's what's going to happen again, right? It's stupid. Anyone should be able to live anywhere freely without fear. No matter their religion, their race, orientation, fucking whatever gender they identify as long as they're not out here hurting fucking people, shit don't matter. It's not that deep, dude. For real.
A certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames. You denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you
Hold on.
Mate, there's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered and murdered like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames. You denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you
Tell him. He said, preach a certain value that you'd never keep yourselves. If your country was in flames, you'd emigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom. Ren does not bite his tongue. I fucking love this. When I was younger, writing folk punk music, my lyrics were about a lot of shit like this. Those songs are all still online. Maybe I'll have to make some videos, lyric videos and stuff of those for you guys to just listen to them. Very, very, very raw. Well, very political and socially conscious kind of shit. So, yeah, I fuck with stuff like this. He is very, very wise when it comes to the way he says all of this. This is very uneven wordplay when you look at it written out. And the way he puts it all together sounds so fluent and crisp and clean. Still, even with the uneven spacing of it. I fucking love it. Impressive.
the rest, that's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames. You denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant. Cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants.
Alright, hold on. He's about to go into something really, really deep here. But first he said, demonizing immigrants when really you're an immigrant, because all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. The irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. Beautiful, beautiful, repetitive wordplay. Very, very brilliant, multiple type usage of the same word. Love it. He said immigrants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, he said it. He said immigrants 5 times and then imminent 1 time. Very, very nice. Like that. Okay. Let's see right here.
Immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome. And also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people.
Bren, you can't say these things, bro. They don't want people to hear this. Holy shit. They don't want education, bro. Educate yourself. He just went through the whole lineage of where all this started. He says, and ultimately it all dates back the whole way to Germany, right there. And now we throw shade on Germans because of history's pain. But that's where it all started. Wow. My God. The world comes full circle in strange ways, don't it?
Also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions are our own and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep.
Our opinions aren't our own and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. But way back up there, he said, and yet we make the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or the Muslim. Wow. It's a shame, man. People need to wake up. For real. And it's like, what he's saying, there's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. He's like a fence sitter on topics. Will never really add value to what they're trying to address. You have to at least have your own opinion on it. Whether it's biased or unbiased, it doesn't matter. You can't sit on the fence and be like, I don't know. It's not productive. Figure it out for yourself. I don't think any of us truly know everything that's right or wrong. So, pick something, right?
Rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we'd like to point the blame, blame.
Okay. He's done with his bat now. Like he's not being threatening and menacing this poor tied up person with the bat. I'm glad that person can't see because they'd be scared as hell if they could.
It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
Oh, now he's stealing the guitar away from him. What are you gonna do to this guy? Are we gonna get to see this person's face? I wonder if it's... I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Lord. Was that not good enough the first time? Did you have to beat... Do you have to, like, beat better guitar playing into him? Is that what we're doing now?
this old money game.
So is Ren playing both parts in the video, though? Like, is he also the person under the mask? Do we find that out at the end of this? Because he's been walking around the whole video, but he could also be the person under the mask. This could be, like, battling himself, right? Don't set him on fire! This is violent. Ren's on his shit in this one. Okay. I love that he even takes, like, the wire of the mic out. This guy. I guess... Oh, is he gonna dump it on himself now, too? Oh, this is interesting right here. This is some... I don't even know, man. Don't do it! I guess we find out the rest that happens in part 2, huh? Damn! That was insane. I don't even know how long this video's been. I don't care how long it's been. I just know that I really zoned out and talked about stuff in this one. Broke down some lyrics. I was really impressed with this. This was like right up my alley when it comes to like the fucking political kind of stuff, and really relatable to the kind of stuff that I've written my whole life. Actually, I've always been into stuff that's written from this point of view about the system and everything like that. So, Ren, this was a fucking amazing job, and this video was great. You had me going crazy watching the video. I love the video. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Go like Ren's video as always, and subscribe to his channel if you have not already. The original video will be down in the description. I'm Vakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day keeps the doctor away. Fuck all those apples. I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, bang that notification bell. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good one. Peace. Oh no, we're not peacing yet. One more time. You ready? You guys ready? Peace. Love you.